Killer whale versus sperm whale. Who would win? Who would win a battle between these two giants? Let's dive into the depths of the oceans and see who emerges victorious in this clash of titans. The killer whale, also known as the orca, is one of the largest toothed whales and arguably the most famous. These incredibly intelligent predators hunt a variety of prey species. Throughout history, orcas have been misunderstood. A lack of knowledge, along with myths passed down through generations, has led to their reputation as sea monsters and enemies of all aquatic species, earning them the ominous nickname, killer whales. On the other hand, the sperm whale is the largest of the toothed whales and often brings to mind the classic, Moby Dick, story. The name of this whale comes from the large, bulbous organ in its head, which contains a liquid wax called spermaceti. This wax can be heated or cooled, possibly by water drawn in through the whale's blowhole. By shrinking and increasing its density, the wax helps the whale sink. By expanding and decreasing its density, it helps the whale rise to the surface. Size and description. Orcas are the largest extant members of the dolphin family. Males typically range from 20 to 26 feet long and weigh in excess of 6 tons. Females are smaller, generally ranging from 16 to 23 feet and weighing about 3 to 4 tons. Orcas may attain larger sizes as males have been recorded at 32 feet and females at 28 feet. Large males can reach a weight of over 10 tons. Calves at birth weigh about 180 kilograms and are about 7.9 feet long. The orca is mostly black but with sharply bordered white areas. The entire lower jaw is white and from here, the coloration stretches across the underside to the genital area, narrowing and expanding some, and extending into lateral flank patches close to the end. The tail fluke, fin, is also white on the underside, while the eyes have white oval-shaped patches behind and above them, and a gray or white saddle patch exists behind the dorsal fin and across the back. Males and females also have different patterns of black and white skin in their genital areas. In newborns, the white areas are yellow or orange colored. Antarctic orcas may have pale gray to nearly white backs. Some Antarctic orcas are brown and yellow due to diatoms in the water. Both albino and melanistic orcas have been documented. The orca's teeth are very strong, and its jaws exert a powerful grip. The upper teeth fall into the gaps between the lower teeth when the mouth is closed. The firm middle and back teeth hold prey in place, while the front teeth are inclined slightly forward and outward to protect them from powerful jerking movements. Orcas have good eyesight above and below the water, excellent hearing, and a good sense of touch. They have exceptionally sophisticated echolocation abilities, detecting the location and characteristics of prey and other objects in the water by emitting clicks and listening for echoes, as do other members of the dolphin family. The mean body temperature of the orca is 97 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The sperm whale is the largest toothed whale and is among the most sexually dimorphic of all cetaceans. Both sexes are about the same size at birth, but mature males are typically 30% to 50% longer and 3 times as massive as females. Newborn sperm whales are usually between 12 and 14 feet long. Female sperm whales are sexually mature at 26 to 30 feet in length, whilst males are sexually mature at 36 to 39 feet. Female sperm whales are physically mature at about 35 to 36 feet in length and generally do not achieve lengths greater than 39 feet. The largest female sperm whale measured up to 40 feet long, and an individual of such size would have weighed about 17 tons. Male sperm whales are physically mature at about 49 to 52 feet in length, and larger males can generally achieve 59 to 62 feet. An 59 feet long male sperm whale is estimated to have weighed 57 tons. The sperm whale's lower jaw is very narrow and underslung. The sperm whale has 18 to 26 teeth on each side of its lower jaw which fit into sockets in the upper jaw. The teeth are cone-shaped and weigh up to 2.2 pounds each. The sperm whale brain is the largest known of any modern or extinct animal, weighing on average about 17 pounds. Range and habitat. Orcas are found in all oceans and most seas. Due to their enormous range, numbers, and density, relative distribution is difficult to estimate, but they clearly prefer higher latitudes and coastal areas over pelagic environments. Areas which serve as major study sites for the species include the coasts of Iceland, Norway, the Valdez Peninsula of Argentina, the Crozet Islands, New Zealand and parts of the west coast of North America, from California to Alaska. Systematic surveys indicate the highest densities of orcas, greater than 0.40 individuals per 100 square kilometers, in the northeast Atlantic around the Norwegian coast, in the North Pacific along the Aleutian Islands, the Gulf of Alaska and in the Southern Ocean off much of the coast of Antarctica. They are considered common 0.20 to 0.40 individuals per 100 square kilometers, in the eastern Pacific along the coasts of British Columbia, Washington and Oregon, in the North Atlantic Ocean around Iceland and the Faroe Islands. Variations in Antarctic orcas. In the Antarctic, orcas range up to the edge of the pack ice and are believed to venture into the denser pack ice, finding open leads much like beluga whales in the Arctic. However, orcas are merely seasonal visitors to Arctic waters, and do not approach the pack ice in the summer. With the rapid Arctic sea ice decline in the Hudson Strait, their range now extends deep into the northwest Atlantic. Occasionally, orcas swim into freshwater rivers. They have been documented 100 miles, 160 kilometers, up the Columbia River in the United States. They have also been found in the Fraser River in Canada and the Horikawa River in Japan. Sperm whales are among the most cosmopolitan species. They prefer ice-free waters over 3,300 feet deep. Although both sexes range through temperate and tropical oceans and seas, only adult males populate higher latitudes. Among several regions, such as along coastal waters of southern Australia, sperm whales have been considered to be locally extinct. They are relatively abundant from the poles to the equator and are found in all the oceans. The first ever sighting off the coast of Pakistan was made in 2017. The first ever record off the west coast of the Korean Peninsula, Yellow Sea, was made in 2005. Followed by one near Gangwa Island in 2009. Populations are denser close to continental shelves and canyons. Sperm whales are usually found in deep, offshore waters, but may be seen closer to shore, in areas where the continental shelf is small and drops quickly to depths of 1,020 to 3,020 feet. Coastal areas with significant sperm whale populations include the Azores and Dominica. Shiratoko Peninsula, which is one of few locations where sperm whales can be observed from shores, off Kinkasen, vicinity to Tokyo Bay, and the Boso Peninsula to the Izu and the Izu Islands, the Volcano Islands, Yakushima and the Takara Islands to the Ryukyu Islands, Taiwan, the Northern Mariana Islands, and so forth. Diet. Orcas are apex predators, at the top of the food chain. No other animals, except for humans, hunt orcas. Killer whales feed on seabirds, squid, octopuses, sea turtles, sharks, rays, and fish. They also eat most marine mammals, such as seals and dugongs, with the only exceptions being river dolphins and manatees. Remarkably, killer whales have also been reported to eat moose. Orcas use various techniques to catch prey, including beaching themselves to catch seals on land by jumping from the water onto land. They also work together to catch larger prey or groups of prey, such as schools of fish. Sperm whales are carnivores that primarily hunt squid, but they also eat octopuses, fish, and bioluminescent tunicates. These whales have excellent vision and may hunt by watching the water above them for squid silhouettes or by detecting bioluminescence. They can dive for over an hour and reach depths of up to 6,600 feet in search of food, using echolocation to map their surroundings in the dark. Aside from humans, the only significant predator of sperm whales is the orca. Behavior. Orcas are very social animals and live in groups called pods, which usually consist of up to 40 members. There are two different kinds of pods: resident pods and transient pods. Resident pods are less aggressive and tend to prefer fish, while transient pods behave much like wolf packs and are much more aggressive, hunting marine mammals by working together. A female killer whale gives birth to one offspring every 3 to 10 years. Orcas can live from 50 to 100 years. They use echolocation to communicate and hunt by making sounds that travel through the water until the sound waves hit an object and bounce back. This technique allows them to detect the location, size, and shape of objects and other orcas in the area. Their black and white coloring helps to camouflage them by obscuring their outline in the water. Female and young male sperm whales are also social and sometimes seen in pods of up to 50 whales. Sperm whales are champion divers, capable of diving to depths greater than 3,000 feet, 1,000 meters, and staying underwater for up to 2 hours. They can reach these depths in a matter of minutes. Sperm whales produce a series of clicks called codas, with each whale having a distinctive coda that allows others to recognize them. There is also evidence that sperm whales produce intense bursts of sound to stun their prey. Sperm whales are known to strand in large groups. When sleeping at night, they position themselves vertically with their heads near the surface. Winner: killer whale or sperm whale? Now, let's see who will win the fight, killer whale or sperm whale. This would be one of the largest predatory events you can witness on our planet. The largest apex predator taking on one of the largest prey species. Truly, a battle of titans. Orcas are renowned for their ability to kill whales, including sperm whales, which can be 3 times their size. Orcas are incredibly intelligent animals, with brain components that are parallel to those of great apes, elephants, and even humans. However, a bull sperm whale in his prime is too big, too unpredictable, and too formidable for a single killer whale to take on. A female sperm whale is about half the size of a male, and it typically requires a significant effort from an orca pod to take her down. When killer whales decide to attack a sperm whale, they usually do so in groups. Despite the huge size advantage and the massive jaws equipped with the largest set of teeth in the world, sperm whales are terrified in the presence of killer whales. When attacked, sperm whales often form a rosette, a wagon wheel formation with their heads pointed inward and their tails pointed outward. In this formation, they use their massive tails to flail the water and try to ward off the attackers. Killer whales must be very careful around agitated sperm whales because a slap from those massive tails could be life-threatening. However, after many hours of putting pressure on the sperm whale and due to their very fast attacks up to 28 miles per hour, I believe the killer whale group would eventually succeed in killing the sperm whale, if the sperm whale is alone. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you have any comments or suggestions for us, please leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to motivate us to produce more new videos.